Hello friends, myself Prakash Lavande, and today we are going to discuss the next topic from solid state, and that is the density of unit cell. Students, there are different substances like copper, silver and gold. They have different densities. It is not necessary to find out the density of silver metal. Instead of that, we find the density of unit cell of silver. So whatever is the density of unit cell of silver is the density of silver metal. So today we will see how to obtain that density formula for calculating the densities of different metals. So we'll start with the topic, that is the density of unit cell, and which is denoted by letter rho. Now the unit cell under our consideration is nothing but cubic system. So all of you know about this cubic system, which is the most symmetric system out of 7 types of crystal system. So this particular system that is characterized by two parameter. One is edge length and second one is the angle between the edge. Now in case of cubic system, all edges are of same length, that means A is equal to B and B is equal to C. And in case of cubic system, the angle between the edge, that is also the same, that is alpha is equal to beta and is equal to gamma and is equal to 90 degree. So this is that cubic system of which density is to be find out today. Now for calculating the density of this unit cell, we will use the general formula of density. So what is the general formula of density? Density is equal to mass upon volume. So we use this formula to find out the density of our unit cell. Okay, now this particular topic, we have 4 different steps, and the first step here is the volume of unit cell. So first step here is the volume of unit cell. So this is the first step, volume of unit cell. Now here the system, cubic system is there, which having edge length A. So here A is the edge length. A is the edge length of unit cell, and if A is the edge length and all edges are of same length, then the volume of unit cell, volume of unit cell becomes A cube. So this is step 1. Okay, this is step 1, and that is about the volume of unit cell. Then you have the second step, and that is the mass of unit cell. Mass of unit cell. Now before I proceed to the mass of unit cell, let me give an example. If one person having his carry bag in his hand, having marbles into it, and if I ask him what is the mass of that carry bag, so what he do? First of all, he count total number of marbles in the bag, and then he find out the mass of one marble. So total number of marbles into the mass of one marble gives you the mass of that plastic carry bag containing marbles. In the similar way, whatever unit cell whose mass is to be determined, So to find out the mass of this particular unit cell, as you know that unit cell is a hypothetical concept, and whatever unit cell is there, that is formed by joining the lattice points. As such, unit cell has no mass. So whatever mass of unit cell is because of only the atoms present in the unit cell. So in case of cubic system, there are three types of Bravais lattices. So first one is a simple unit cell, then second one is a body centered cubic unit cell, and third one is a face centered cubic unit cell. So these three types of unit cells are possible under cubic system, and as we have previously carried out the calculation for the calculating the number of atoms per unit cell. So in case of simple unit cell, the number of atoms per unit cell is equal to 1. In case of BCC, the number of atoms per unit cell is equal to 2, and in case of FCC, number of atoms per unit cell is equal to 4. That means there are 4 atoms in FCC. Suppose if you have gold unit cell which crystallizes in FCC, that means the gold element having unit cell, and in the gold unit cell there are 4 atoms. So whatever is the mass of that 4 atoms in case of FCC is the mass of unit cell of gold. Are you getting my point? Suppose certain element having simple cubic unit cell. So if it is simple cubic unit cell, there is only one atom. So whatever is the mass of one atom is the mass of simple cubic unit cell. That I want to say. Okay. So this is how you calculate the mass of unit cell. Means to calculate the mass of unit cell, what do we require? We require total number of atoms per unit cell and mass of one atom. So this multiplication gives you the mass of unit cell. So let's say small n is the number of atoms. Small n is the number of particles, number of particles per unit cell, means in case of simple unit cell n is 1, in case of BCC n is 2, in case of FCC your n is 4, and small m is the mass of one particle, So total number of particle into the mass of one particle gives you the mass of unit cell. Just like marbles, total number of marbles into mass of one marble gives the mass of carry bag containing marble. So like that, the mass of unit cell, and therefore next line, mass of unit cell is equal to total number of atoms or total number of particles per unit cell into what? Mass of one particle, that is n into m, and call this as a equation number 2. So this is what about the mass of unit cell. Then the third step here is the density of unit cell. So third step is density of unit cell. So what is the density of unit cell? So density general formula mass upon volume. So I will write here mass of unit cell upon volume of unit cell. Okay. Now this density denoted by rho. So is equal to mass of unit cell. So from step number 2, mass of unit cell is n into m upon what? Volume of unit cell, and that is a cube. And this is step number 3, equation number 3. Okay. So this is what about the density of unit cell. Then here now we will find how to get the mass of one atom or one particle in the unit cell, and for that purpose we will use the mole concept. So we use here mole concept. So what is mole concept? Because m is the mass of one atom or one particle, So how to find out that mass of one particle? So 1 mole is equal to 6.023 into 10 to the power 23, and this much number, so that is the Avogadro number, this much particles having mass is equal to molar mass, having mass is equal to molar mass. So this much particle having mass is equal to molar mass. So what is the mass of one particle? Question mark. This much particle having mass is equal to molar mass. So mass of one particle, okay, that means small m, mass of one particle, that we have to decide. So just do the cross multiplication. So we'll get here mass of one particle, mass of one particle is equal to molar mass divided by this number. So this number is called as a Avogadro number. This number is called as a Avogadro number. That means mass of one particle denoted by small m is equal to molar mass denoted by capital M and the Avogadro number, that is Na, and this is equation number 4. Okay, now put this value of m in equation number 3 here. Okay, so put the value of m in equation 3. Equation 3 मध्ये in case of put the value of m in equation 3. So what do you get? So rho is equal to n into, so what is value of m? M upon Na upon a cube, and that means rho is equal to, finally what do you get? N into m upon a cube into Na. So this is very, very important equation to solve the problems. So this is the equation number 5, with the help of which we can find out the density of any substance like copper, silver or gold. So here rho is the density of substance which is in gram per centimeter cube. N is the effective number of atoms per unit cell. That means in case of simple unit cell, N is 1. In case of BCC, N is 2. In case of FCC, N is equal to 4. So N means total number of atoms per unit cell. Here capital M is nothing but the molar mass, that is always in gram per mole. Then A means age length, okay, age length. So A cube is there, and then Na means Avogadro number. So with the help of this equation, you can find out different things. For example, you can find out the density. You will also find out what kind of unit cell is there. If value of N is, let's say in the problem, value of N is 4, that means your cell is FCC. Okay. Then you can also find out molar mass, or you can find out volume, or either age length, or either you can find out the Avogadro number. So with this is very important equation to solve the problems. So this is what about the density of unit cell. In the next video, we will discuss about the numericals based on density of unit cell. Thank you.